Have you ever gone trick-or-treating, or are you gearing up to do so this Halloween? Ever wondered how your ancestors did this back in the day? Unearth the ancient roots of Halloween, where the thin veil between our world and the spirits was celebrated by the Celts. Explore how these traditions evolved into modern Halloween customs like pumpkin carving and costumes. Origins and ancient beginnings. Have you ever wondered where Halloween truly began? Halloween has its origins in an ancient Celtic festival called Samhain, which started more than 2,000 years ago in what is now Ireland. This festival marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. It was celebrated on the evening of October 31st, right before November 1st. The Celts believed that during this time, the boundary between the living and the spirit world was very thin. They would light big bonfires to keep away evil spirits and wear costumes made from animal heads and skins to pretend to be spirits and protect themselves. People came together to make offerings, share food from the harvest, and do rituals to predict the future. When the Romans came into contact with the Celts, they added some of their own traditions to the mix, such as commemorating the dead and celebrating the Roman goddess of fruit and trees. Medieval and Christian traditions. Do you know how Halloween was celebrated in the Middle Ages? In the Middle Ages, Halloween underwent significant changes as Christian traditions and beliefs mixed with the long-held traditions of the Celts. During this time, the Catholic Church introduced two important holidays that influenced the way Halloween was celebrated. One of these holidays was All Saints' Day, also known as All Hallows Day, which was established to honor the saints and martyrs. It was originally celebrated on May 13th, but was later moved to November 1st by Pope Gregory III in the 8th century to align with the Celtic Samhain. The evening before All Saints' Day came to be known as All Hallows Eve, and eventually Halloween. The second Christian holiday was All Souls' Day, observed on November 2nd. On this day, Christians would pray for the souls of the deceased, particularly those who had passed away and were on their journey to the afterlife. This practice became associated with Halloween, as people believed that on this night, spirits of the dead would return to visit their homes. Trick-or-treating. Ever wondered where trick-or-treating came from? Souling, a medieval tradition, was a significant forerunner to the modern practice of trick-or-treating. On All Souls' Day, people, often children or the poor, would go door to door, visiting houses and singing soulful songs or saying prayers for the deceased. In exchange for their prayers and blessings, they received small, round pastries known as soul cakes from the homeowners. It was believed that by providing these treats, the homeowners could help ease the journey of the deceased to the afterlife. Over time, the tradition of souling began to incorporate elements of costumes and masks, especially during the late medieval period. Soulers would sometimes wear disguises or masks, emphasizing the connection with the supernatural. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, particularly in North America, the practice of souling further transformed into the custom of children dressing up in costumes and going door to door for treats, eventually becoming known as trick-or-treating. Halloween around the world. Are you curious about how Halloween traditions vary across the globe? Halloween takes on diverse forms worldwide. In Ireland, ancient customs like bonfires and turnip carving have transformed into the modern practice of pumpkin carving. In Mexico, Dia de los Muertos is a big holiday. People make altars with marigold flowers and sugar skulls to honor the deceased. In parts of Asia, festivals like China's Hungry Ghost Festival and Japan's Obon Festival are a bit like Halloween, as they focus on respecting the deceased and offering food and incense. In Italy, All Saints' Day on November 1st is a time when people visit cemeteries and light candles in memory of the departed. In the Philippines, they celebrate Undas with visits to cemeteries, cleaning and repainting tombs, and sharing meals with the deceased. In Austria, people leave bread, water, and a lighted lamp on the table for their departed loved ones on All Saints' Day. As we conclude this journey through the fascinating history of Halloween, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed learning about its ancient origin. Now, we'd love to hear from you. How do you celebrate Halloween in your country? Let us know in the comments below. Let's keep the spirit of Halloween alive.